We are here to celebrate one of your classmates yet again, Mr. Chase Cresson. Let's give him a round of applause. Got a number of people in the house today, including a group of fifth graders back here seeing the signing for the first time. So let's welcome them to the signing. So first off, I'd like to make sure I thank the Cressons, Dave and Missy, for all y'all have done throughout the course of all of your children's career here. Y'all have been, not to use a word, I don't want to use the same word that I'm going to use for your son, but y'all have been instrumental in picking up support from all over this community and making it contagious to come out to a football game, to be part of the athletic scene here at Episcopal, and for that I am so very grateful. Thank y'all very much for all you've done for our program. For Chase, what comes to me, there's a lot of things that come to mind when I think about Chase. Chase getting here in 8th grade and now graduating here, going to be graduating here in a couple of months, better be graduating here in a couple of months. Hard work, hard-nosed, leader, occasionally late for a 7 o'clock practice in the morning. In class on occasion. No, but the one big thing, the biggest word that comes to mind, and I was going to use the same word to describe what his parents have done here, is selfless. Chase is a selfless leader. He is not concerned about his image or what he does and how that reflects. He wants what he does to reflect well on the entire team or the entire group that he is representing. And I think that just speaks volumes about the person you are and the person you've been raised to be. And it is something that I hope even our youngest members of the audience here sitting to your left have been able to watch for the last several years, watch you come up and grow and be that person, because that is the type of person, that is the type of student athlete that we love to have. And so many of you all have it in you, and so many of you all push that through. But Chase takes it to another level. And Chase, I'm so proud of you for that, for being the selfless leader that you are, and for everything that you've done for our football program, for our baseball program, but really, again, for our athletic program. You push, and you are a fan of sport, and it shows, and you have a good following of friends that you command with everything you say and do, and y'all have a good relationship, and the way you lead that group is very impressive to me. So Chase, really impressed, and congratulations. I'm going to turn it over to the head football coach and head baseball coach, Travis Bourgeois, to say a few words.
I want to ditto what Randy said about Dave and Missy. Anytime we got in a bind, he took over as the voice of the nights occasionally. Same with baseball. Missy been our liaison throughout the years, but I just want to thank y'all for being good leaders in the parent community as well, and just being always positive people. And I appreciate it as a coach throughout the years. Been a real privilege to coach, to have a Cresson on my team for the last 7 years. And I think the first thing that comes to mind, having brothers, is these two guys got to play together. I mean, that is a memory that I still think about with my brothers, and you two guys get to share that for the rest of your lives, and that's something nobody can ever take away from. But defining a linebacker, it's a person that has to fill the gaps on the defense. He also has to be able to defend the pass, and he's got to be very versatile. And I think those attributes define you as a player. I know you wanted to be a little bit more productive on the offensive side, but you always looked out what was best for the team. You were a leader throughout your 3 years. In 4 years, you had 362 tackles, and that is phenomenal. In my 30 years of coaching here at Episcopal, you're probably top 3 all time as far as tackles and linebackers. Just Chase is a throwback guy. You don't see these guys anymore. He invites contact. He looks for contact. Him and JB set me up on that week before the playoffs, and unfortunately, that contact got us in trouble a little bit, got injured. but all district, all state, all metro, you got all the accolades, and you deserve it. Because, you know, like Reed on the offensive side, you were the backbone of our defensive throughout your tenure here, and we're going to miss you, just with your tenacity and your defense, and I hope young guys took note. You just brought the lunch pail every day to work. Always wanted to play scout team, which is unheard of as a senior, and just throughout your years. You couldn't get enough of tackling people. And that is just such something that is just going to pay off for you, because next year at the next level, that's something that's going to, you know, a coach is going to wake up and say, all right, we got to find a place for this guy. Because this is, you know, it may be special teams, but you're just the type of guy that's going to find his way on the field. You got a tremendous work ethic, and you care about your teammates, and I think that's really cool about you as well. Like I said, you're a team captain, great leader. Gonna really miss you, man. The defense is gonna be different out there, but I just appreciate what you brought to our team throughout these years, as well as all these Cressons in this room. But thank you and best of luck.
Defensive coordinator Charlie O'Brien.
So, yeah, two things that come to mind when I think of Chase. He's a leader and a competitor. And I don't mean just throw a bunch of words at y'all like that. But like, it is not easy. His sophomore year, him and JB were kind of the only returning starters. All right, it is not easy to lead a team, to lead a side of the ball as a sophomore, at all. But there was a point, I still remember going out to Westfield with a bunch of you guys right there for y'all's first start. He had started the year before. And y'all looked to him, and we kind of took off from there. And it's just, that is not something easy to do, guys, to tell y'all what to do. And I know sometimes he's yelled at y'all. I know sometimes I've yelled at him. But all he cared about was winning, which is why I go back to competitive. Like, when another team would show up here, when that bus would show up right there, I would get like a visceral reaction. I'd be like, they actually showed up to try to play us. These guys are signing up for a football. And I couldn't believe it. And he was the same way. I felt the same thing for him. He hated to lose. Hated to lose, and if he did, he was going to do something about it the next week. That was it. If we lost, we're going to do something about it the next week. And I appreciate it so much. I'm proud as an Episcopal football alum. I know Coach Jimmy Williams is very proud because that was the first time he started under Jimmy. I took over a leadership spot when you took over a leadership spot. So you and me, I always remember you, bud. I will. And I know me and Chase have had some heated moments over the years, but it's because I trust you, and I love you, and it's sometimes we have to yell to get things done, and that's what we had to do, and I'm proud of you, kid, so much. I can't wait to watch you, and I just love you.
Offensive coordinator Wally Stevens.
And was position coach for the last 4 years. On the defensive side of the ball, I coach linebackers, and I have been spoiled. I mean, from David and Chase for the last however many years it's been, I'm actually going to have to coach linebackers. You know, I haven't had to do a whole lot. You know, Chase kind of knew what to do after his freshman year and figuring it out. So anytime we went through drills or whatever, Chase and Will pretty much had it. I'll say this about Chase, and as coaches, we always talk about, and guys have heard me say this plenty of times, sometimes we care more about winning than our players. Except for him. We didn't have to worry about that with him. We had high standards, but he's got high standards for himself. And if you're going to play at this level that you're about to go play at, you have to have that high standard. You can't do it by just showing up. You've got to be hard. And he was hard on himself. And if something didn't go right, he was mad. Now, he got to where he got me mad because Coach mentioned about offense. He never wanted to go play scout offense. He never wanted to go play first team or second team offense. He always wanted to go play linebacker against our offense. You pissed me off all the time. Because he knew the wing T better than anybody. You know, 4 years of seeing it, we get in a formation and he knows what play's coming, and it messed up our practice all the time. Now, it made us better because eventually we would scheme you a little bit and we would figure out what we could do and block you every now and then. But that's the kind of guy he was. He was always working at his craft. And that's what you got to do. So I'm proud of you, and I can't wait to see you when you're playing in the field.
tell, Chase has obviously been a special player here at Episcopal. I know all of you guys and girls will definitely miss seeing Chase here at Episcopal. He's been a great asset for our community. Without further ado, you want to sign on that line? Are you sure? The newest Morehead State Eagle, Chase Cresson. Say some words to your people. He's got a speech. I love it when they prep a speech.
First off, I just want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank God. Without him, none of this would be possible. I want to say to my mom, Missy, thank you for always being my biggest supporter through the good times and bad. To my dad, Dave, it's only now that I'm starting to appreciate all the lessons you have taught me about being a good player, a good teammate, and most importantly, how to be a good man. Thank you to my teammates and friends who have made this journey unforgettable and have always had my back. Thank you to all these great coaches who have mentored and trusted me for the past 4 years. I also want to thank Coach Jason Woodman, Coach Will Truelove from Morehead State for giving me the opportunity to fulfill a lifelong dream of playing college football. This past fall, these coaches granted me the number 8 jersey in memory of Coach Jimmy Williams, which was the greatest honor in my life. And following the events of January 1st, after I had to call the coaches at Morehead and explain why I wouldn't be able to make my visit scheduled for January 7th, they offered me a new purpose and a new memory to carry on. The coaches have preserved the number 11 jersey for me, and I will be wearing it next fall in honor of our fallen teammate, brother, and great friend, Kareem. I hope to make him proud and live life with the same loving spirit and unwavering character as he did. I know he'll be there with me every step of the way. I know he'll always be looking out for me. With that being said, thank you all again for being here. Go Knights and go Eagles.
How about you? Keep it up. Round of applause again. Get your pictures. The Cressons have brought some treats for everybody. Please help yourself respectfully to the treats. I've been noticing a lot of icing smears on the floor. If we can try to keep that icing off our floor.